Dillian, what's up? Thank you for the interview earlier on. It was so dope. I'm gonna promote your t-shirts right now. People must buy. No. Yo, Dillian. I should have actually, yes, I should have taken one for my partner, one for my mother, taken for the entire gang. Next time I come there, you better hide the t-shirts. Slindi Luxolo. IG lives are so awkward but fun at the same time. Here's Lux. So wait for this dude. Bantu, Nyakaza. You should support at Creative Nestlings collaboration with Snalo. Don't know if you've seen, but it's around GBV and 16 days of activism is around the corner. So I reckon Utenge is a ski patrol. Only 350. Only 350 Trom to support bigger causes. Yeah, relax. What's the time now? It's too early. Monks! Baritone. Monks, you remember that song we made? Come on, love me now. Yo, Monks! And the thing is, dude, that song was straight fire, né? What's up, Rofiwa? Rofiwa, you will support Dillian's, Creative Nestlings initiative. They're selling these cool t-shirts. It's 350, bro. So, dang, I'm fit. It's a collaboration with them and a graphic designer called Osnalo. Now in Monks. Where's Lux? I'm thinking. Yep, you should, bro. Where? I don't know if I said, but it's around like gender-based violence. So this is their voice in the topic. They chose creativity to approach it. I think they fucking fly, man. Hey, Lux, a superstar. Mbo. What's the time now? 6. There he is.
Yo.
Hey, how? Superstar, babe. Thatha ixesha lakho.
Oh, is there enough lights? Let me just.
Yeah, I can see you properly, but maybe don't. Yeah, okay, cool. That's proper. That's dope.
I
Njani, dude.
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm well.
Yeah,
I'm good, man. It's good to
I
see
just
you. I
got.
didn't see you in Cape Town.
Yeah, we didn't see each other in Cape Town. That's like awful.
It's bad. But anyway, like for anyone like joining these lives for the first time, or if you're coming across the handle at this audio as visual for the first time, either via the live or via Luxolo's profile right now. So what we do, we are a podcast that engages visual artists around the continent. And over the course of the lockdown, we've been engaging with people like from various places. We've collaborated with a platform called Latitudes Online, and that in turn gave us a reach like in places like Nigeria. We interviewed someone in the UK and such. So bringing it home to our platform, I thought we'd bring it home to my homie, Luxolo, multidisciplinary artist,
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
that I've seen grown over the years, and I think your story needs to be shared with everyone, man. Like, yeah, I'm really proud of you at this moment, and I guess this conversation is just like partly to catch up, but also to investigate some of the ways that you have been punting your work and how you've managed to get to where you are. But for someone who's coming across the name for the first time, please briefly introduce yourself.
Um, I'm Luxolo, Witvoet, and I stay in Cape Town, and I practice art, and I make photography, and I started filmmaking, and I make digital drawings and illustrations and collages, and I paint as well. And I hope one day to make films. I just want to create. Like there's no boundaries
Mm,
to what I do, like or that I set for myself. I just want to create as much as I
mhm.
possibly can. Yeah.
Cool, man. So just like to reverse back before like we fast forward and catch up and find out what you've been up to, I want you like to just share with us like the start of your creative journey and what that looked like.
So I pretty much started making beats in high school. Um, I think from like grade 9, like on Fruity Loops. But and then like I think by matric I started sampling, and then I took a gap year. Oh yeah, so let me see. In matric, I watched the Kanye West movie Runaway
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't know what I wanted to do, like what I'm gonna study after high school. But I watched that movie and it made such an impact. Then I went to the South African National Gallery in September. There's a painter called Trechikov.
Mm-hmm.
They had an exhibition, like a retrospective that made an impact. But still, I was not clued up on what it is that I wanted to do. And then I took a gap year and I started watching this channel called TCM,
Mm-hmm.
which plays old school films. Then I got hooked into that. Then I told myself that I want to make movies. So I went to film school. Didn't really work out. So so then I picked up the camera like in 2016. Then I started taking images and posting it on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dope, man. I've
If I
always
can.
known you for someone who's like you have this energy, man. Like you're not afraid to approach people regardless of where they are, like in terms of stature and their career paths. And I've always admired that about you. So like what does collaboration mean to you?
Okay, let me just respond to Tanegila quick.
Sure, do you think what up Tandegir? Hey Tandegir probably thinks I'm flaky. You're supposed to do something with Tandegir, but Cape Town
Oh, really?
happened. Yeah,
How he's doing? He's doing some amazing work, like some amazing
yeah,
stuff.
we fucking hope.
Uh, Collaboration.
What does that mean to
Collaborate.
you?
To collaborate, I think it's a way in which to simplify a problem because like there's a saying that two heads think better than one.
Mm-hmm.
So I think through collaboration we can build and and create more sustainable, I guess, product, or make a much bigger statement. I guess we can achieve that through collaboration,
Yeah.
through with each other, and through drawing from one another. We can make something better.
Yeah.
I
Dope,
think it's
man.
very important.
Dope, dude. I think there's a question already. The Mongs is asking me about new projects. Relax, bro. This is not about me. So, dude,
Shout out,
you've
man.
the last time I spoke to you and I saw you, you were speaking to me about how you are just like knocking on doors at the moment and just like walking into places and presenting your portfolio. So I just want to know, like, for me, that's like a really beautiful guerrilla tactic, not waiting on people to come to you necessarily because a lot of times artists complain about not getting opportunities. And what I like about the path that you chose to take is that you were just like going to these galleries. I remember you telling me you went to AVA gallery and you just presented your portfolio. Like, just like tell me about that journey of like just knocking on doors and like presenting yourself and your work.
So, for instance, I have to touch on one thing or two. So I think the path to being an artist is unique to everyone, like
Mm-hmm.
regardless of what you do, whether you are an architect or a film director, a painter, photographer. There's no step-by-step guide. I would say there is a step-by-step to the type of person that you have to be and the work ethic that is required from you and the type of discipline that you have to instill within yourself.
Mm.
However, you know, when you study like teaching or medicine, like you're given a set period of time, whether it's 4 years, 7 years. After
Mm.
that, you become a qualified professional. Then you can
Mm.
go apply to whatever institution that you want to apply to. You know, you qualified. So with being an artist, regardless of whether you get a degree, it's not guaranteed that you actually are, you know, gonna have your set foot in the door. You're gonna actually do what you set out to do. There's no guideline, you know, to
Mm.
being an artist. So I had to find, from studying other artists as well, I had to realize that I have to find a unique approach to how I'm gonna get myself into the spaces that I want to get into.
Mm. Mm.
And I would say one of the things that we lack is information. We don't have. It's
Mm.
not even about resources, you know. It's just information. Like how do you go from point A to point B?
Mm.
So I
Mm.
had to find a unique approach for myself because everyone's experience is different. So yeah,
Although raw thinking I have is that you delete pics when you decide you're sick of them.
let me
Yeah, zero, dude. And the other comment that he made, like before that one, I can't paraphrase it now, and I'm scared to just touch the phone in case it falls. But like, Yabana, like what you just said as well, ne? I'm trying to think, ne? When does one, ne? Because there's this thing of like upcoming artist,
yeah.
professional artist. How do you gauge for yourself if you haven't been to an institution like EUCT or you studied art or fine arts? How do you gauge for yourself? Because now, right now, I can say, whenever you're being interviewed now, I'd ask you to fight the part where they say upcoming artists, because now I feel like you've crossed over. You've like, and yes, dude, you've crossed over. For me now, you're a professional because I don't know, dude, like we sort of like have to gauge these things ourselves as artists, especially like I say, when you didn't go to an institution to get a degree or such. So when for you, how do you gauge like your journey and like sort of quote unquote qualification within like the art spectrum?
Damn, can you rephrase that again?
I wanna like
Oh,
when
yeah.
okay, rather let's put it broadly and not like Dibege car. Like when can one like say move from upcoming artist to an established artist? Because now I feel like you've already established a name for yourself.
Okay, for me personally, I would say I would regard myself as an established artist if I can pay my rent,
Okay, cool.
or if
Fair
I can
enough.
buy a house, or if I can cop a car
Mm-hmm.
from Mali. Like if my art can sustain me financially, then I can say I'm an established artist.
Mm,
Yeah, bro.
I feel you.
Uh, Definitely, I can
Mm,
say that because
mm,
it's a good thing that you touched on that because that's a conversation since I've been exhibiting at the ABA. I've been going into the space and I've been meeting other artists and we've been chatting. So that's one of the questions I asked them, like, does your art allow you to sustain yourself? And a lot of them
mm,
say, no, I have a normal 9 to 5 and I create on the side. It's very hard, especially now due to COVID. Like, not a lot of people are buying.
mm,
It's not a lot of collectors, buying. So I don't know, man. I think it's up to you as the person. Like I remember there was a time when Tony Goom said she was an artist in learning,
mm.
and I was like, "Tetangandun, like, what do you mean? Like you are in all these spaces, Bondin, like you exhibiting internationally. What do you mean you're an artist in learning?" So I only got it like years later about what she
Mm.
meant, because it's unique to everyone else. I
Yeah,
don't even regard
totally.
myself as an artist myself now, because like what is an artist in 2020, for instance? What does that mean to be
Mm,
an artist in 2020?
I got
So
you, man.
yeah, but I wouldn't say I'm an upcoming artist or,
Yeah, you should because like the thing is, when like publications and media they start picking up on the name Luxolo Witvoet or Nongneto Shamaine or whoever else that's in within the arts, they title you upcoming. So now
mhm,
I would advise you fight that
yeah.
because you're not upcoming. Mere fact that they're picking up on you now is that you've managed to build up until that point. So the upcoming stage is long gone. And then like on the point of sustainability, like obviously of late you selling prints, you're working with galleries. Like what's that like business wise? Like what type of conversations are you having now, like in terms of pricing your work? What do you take into consideration? And do you think long term that can be of sustainability to you and your life?
So the whole selling prints thing, especially through the gallery, like I'm learning that as I go along. So I come in with a certain aspect to how, firstly, I want my work to be represented and how I view my work being worth. I come with that perspective. However, I'm open-minded to their suggestions and to their opinions because they've been in this game longer. Yeah, but I always place myself in a position whereby I can't be a yes man.
Yeah.
Like I can't
Mm.
compromise. Like if I'm not happy with a certain amount, if they feel like I'm overpricing myself, then jomamelo bathini bona ngeli xabiso ndilibekayo yabo.
Mm.
And then they explain to me, for instance, about um, the system of how one prices their work. So now I'm learning to understand, firstly, how many people have bought your work before, Ebo, and how much work have you actually sold before,
Mm.
and how many editions do you have to your work? So apparently,
So
like
wait,
if you have,
wait. That all plays a part in how you price your work when you're with the gallery.
yeah,
Damn, I didn't know that. Yeah,
from
carry
my
on.
from my like personal experience, like within this few short months, so that does play. Like I mean, if you like William Kendrick, for instance, you know, I'm sure you can put any amount
Mm,
to your work because like your net worth is worth millions. Like a William Kendrick print right now is worth millions, for
mm, mm,
instance. So for me, it's like coming into the game, like So, but I always go in with an open mind first
mm.
because I don't want to seem like I'm stuck. First, not that I don't want to seem personally, for my own um, education, I don't want to be stuck up because I want to learn actually how does this whole structure functions.
Yeah.
Yabo. So I want to be open-minded as well. Even because it's the art business and they've been in this business longer than I have been. But I
Mm,
always go with the mindset of I have the final stamp. I have the final say
mm-hmm,
to my product, like regardless. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
but so yeah.
That makes a lot of sense, man. And then like I just like you've been exhibiting, bro. Like, and dude, I'm so proud of you, man. Like, and there's only so much one can learn about the things that people are doing through social media. So just like I'm gonna name the exhibitions and the things that I've seen that you are up to, and then you can break them down for us. So talk us through Journey with Me, the exhibition. What's that, and how did it come about?
So Journey with Me is a photo series that I completed last year, and it was a photo series that I shot in the train
Mm-hmm.
on my way to because I was working at a call center last year, Amazon. So train was my mode of transport, like my main mode of transport. So I wanted to create work that's beautiful, work that celebrates people first and foremost. Um, it also goes back to this thing of like like people from outside or international people going to the spaces like Bayekasi or going into the trains and capturing images and then back to estates and doing a big exhibition there or doing a big book. And
Mm-hmm.
we complain about, that. So it
Yeah.
was a of me using my resource firstly to capture like to attempt to capture like beautiful images and still touch on an issue that I was facing and the whole of the commuters train commuters in Cape Town were also facing because the trains were like always delayed, the whole
Mm,
infrastructure had derailed. They were always late, and people depend on these things, bro. People like have to
yeah.
go to get to work, and it's the most affordable mode of transport. So I wanted to
Mm,
provide them with um, with the opportunity, with the platform to hear from them. Actually, how do you feel? Like, how do you feel? Because all we see on the news is like archival footage. No,
yeah.
process doesn't work, da da da. But we never actually go to the source, to the people that
Exactly. Yeah.
affect. So that's what I
Mm,
wanted to do with the series, and hopefully find solutions from those people. Yeah,
dope, man. Cool. So now that's currently showing at the AVA, right? Am I correct?
yeah. It opened on the 15th of October,
Okay,
so
cool.
it's
You
currently
guys
at the
can check.
AVA.
Dope, man. You guys can check that out. AVA is based in Cape Town, and you can also check for more information on Lux's Instagram. And then the Converse, I will say it's a collaboration. How did that happen?
Um, the Converse thing. I would say that's the dopest thing that's happened since COVID for me personally.
Uh,
Since lockdown, cause I was
was free funding.
here they are actually.
Ndifuna
I
for
was
mna notice yakho. Please
I've
show
been
off
rocking them.
it has your name.
Got my name on it. Like I don't know if people can see properly. Yeah, there it is.
We influencer, Luxolo.
Nah, I hope in a good way.
In a
I
good way,
I
man. Because
I hope.
I say that because you didn't have to conform in order to get noticed, I'll say. You were just doing your thing and they picked it up.
Yeah.
You know. So that's dope, man. Like yes, bomhle no bomhle ufumana ihlanga ezi-free. Yeah, dude. And then the Afro Vibes Festival, that one is international, right?
Yeah, that one is happening. It happened. It was a 10-day festival in Amsterdam.
Mm-hmm.
That yeah.
Dope, man. Like, Stazelle, dude, how did that come about? Who busy when?
So information, information is very important. It's
Mm-hmm.
very important for us to share information, yabo, first and foremost, because I think sa paitela man, yabo,
Yeah, that cool. Yeah, that's true.
paitela la way, like regardless of whether you know something that is gonna benefit you, but don't only just think for yourself, like think for the next person that can benefit, from what you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's very important. For instance, what Andile did with the exhibition A.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's kind of funny because me and Tanigila were having this conversation about how do we create a community like within Cape Town, within South Africa, where we're not all divided, we're not all like looking at each other from afar, but
Yeah.
we're all one community and we're distributing information amongst each other, so that we can all grow. And well,
Mm-hmm.
so I guess with that exhibition, that was sort of like the first step, the first attempt towards that, because it was able to bring together Cape Town and Joburg creatives
Mm-hmm.
together. But I would say through information, man, I do a lot of research. But to simplify it, a friend of mine, Anne Sophie, I don't know if you remember Anne Sophie.
Yeah, I
Uh, I,
remember.
was, I was chilling at a place one time, and she was like, "Yo, dude, you must check out. There's this platform called Ufier's Pop. Let me just
Mm-hmm.
write it down for anyone that's checking this out. Ufier's Pop. So there's Ufier's Pop. So Ufier's Pop is an online. I would call it an online gallery. So you can set up your profile and sell your work through your profile through them. You can have
Mm-hmm.
prints under your profile. But I mean, you have to go through them. They have to see if you meet the requirements and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah.
So Enso told me about Fierce Pop, told me to check it out. And she told me they're going to have an exhibition in Amsterdam pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I did. Like I literally, like when I got back home, I checked it out. The following morning, I submitted some works. Then they responded back to me. Because I submitted the train series. Then the lady wanted to see more, so I was like, okay, cool, man. Like I have a bunch of stuff. Like I have collages. Like I just sent them whatever like I had, and yeah, she went quiet, and she literally got back to me. I think like 2 days before the festival. She told me that my email it went to the spam folder. She
Mm-hmm.
only came across it now. So yeah, that's how that came about. And she
Dope,
told me
man.
she'll select one artwork out of all my artworks, which happened
Mm-hmm.
to be that one. So yeah,
Hey, lad.
yeah, man.
Ngeke wenze umcimbi Luxolo, ubulela abantu abadala mfondini. Yabona i-email zakho zingena kwi-spam folder, but they still manage to find your stuff. And then the Welcome
Yeah,
Home exhibition, it was a group exhibition, right? The one that you just spoke about, where Andile was curating, and that, like, how was it like, sort of being in a space where you're both exposed to Johannesburg and Cape Town creatives? Because usually the conversation is that like Cape Town doesn't do the most. They has the conversation where they're making the two cities battle. But what we saw there was like a merging of the two worlds. And I've spoken to Andile before in an unreleased interview for all this audio visual. And at the time, he was just really speaking about community as well and the importance of it. And I would guess like that's the same conversation he might have had with all of you guys before the exhibition happened, right?
Yeah.
Maybe speak about like that experience and how that unfolded.
I mean, one of the highlights was, I guess, like exhibiting alongside Uzanele Muholi.
Nope.
So that was a dope
Yeah,
highlight for me.
that
Like,
that exhibition in itself, man, was groundbreaking because there were individuals from all like journeys or from all like various journeys of the creative end of Wazab. And for me that was like just a moment like to reflect and be like, yo, like the creatives that are coming now are pushing full force, bro. Like they don't care about boundaries, they don't care about like stature, and that's like something that you embody as well. And Vetu, like I want to man, just keep on because like you're well on your way, man. And I'm glad we got to catch up, Ganje. And if there's anyone else on the live before we wrap it up, if you want to ask Luxolo or something, do so. Otherwise, like ise on la landuka la exhibition you're welcome home.
I'm staring at the email right now that they just sent me, but I haven't gone through it. But
Mm.
it was a pop-up, so it only happened through a series of days. However, now they're gonna take it online for now,
Oh,
well,
don't worry.
just to push the shelves, yeah, boy.
Mm,
So hopefully there's gonna be another one with different creatives, yeah, boy, that they can benefit from the platform.
mm.
Yeah.
So what's next for you?
Thanks for sharing. Shout outs.
What up? It's
Um,
Raz.
yeah, I just got fired from work today, so
Oh, ngingadlala amadlozi angadlalayo apha wena. Ewe, yeah,
huh?
the music, obviously, ngamadlozi angadlalayo kuxoxwanga ngaba bantu, kuxoxwa ngabantu bawukweni pha.
Yeah.
Yabuza uRof, when are we hearing new music from you?
Yo, dude. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I really don't. And
Ewe,
yes, fam.
relax into yonke, dude.
I don't
Until
know, man. Maybe andiyazi. Soon, soon.
dope. Thank you so much, man, for like making time and making sure that this happened because you were really sharp with it. And I wish you all the best to do it. And it's great watching you grow and glow and reach better heights. So
Thank you very
Mfethu,
much, man.
keep
Truly
on, pal.
appreciate it.
Sure, man. Sharp, sharp.
Cool. One love, fam.
Sure.
One love. Thanks.
Guys, just Nanzi Ed. Dillian and them are selling these creative nestlings. Let me not say Dillian. They're selling these dope t-shirts that are surrounded around Ilanduka gender-based violence. So it's a collaboration between them and a graphic designer called Snalo. So you can head over to the Creative Nestlings Instagram page and find out how you can purchase if you are based in Cape Town or anywhere else. But if you're up at Joburg, I think you just reach out to Dillian, who then will meet up with you to do the exchange. 350 rands, a really dope T-shirt, man. I got mine over the weekend, and I think you guys should definitely invest in one as well, especially with 16 days of activism coming around the corner. Sonke masizinxibe kwenzele abantu bayazi what time it is. Thank you so much, man. Till the next one. Sharp.